What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Baldy and the Big Guy.
What's up?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Good. I'm
Good.
Greg. That's Peter. Now that we've got the intros out of the way,
Those are too dark for in here.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
What's
I'm
happening?
a big guy and you're Baldy. There it is.
Just got to show off a little bit.
Yeah, you shined it this morning.
I did.
It looks like you look like it's like
Fucking pool ball. Yep.
You use like turtle wax, like a
chamois.
And a chamois.
ShamWow.
Have your wife ever done like one of those like machines for you, like a buffer, like a car buffer on it?
Get some Carnauba wax out
We're
there.
gonna do a video.
Turtle wax.
I'm gonna do a video for you. We're gonna just like buff it with a car wax.
I've got a little bit of hair. I don't know if that would work.
Well, no, you can just like bick it right beforehand.
I've never done that, dude. I don't
Never
want
bick your head.
No. I don't want razor bumps and all that shit. I haven't shaved my face in 5 years.
This is natural.
Yep.
Well, you trim it. You mean?
I trim my beard.
Oh, you trim your beard.
But I haven't shaved since fucking pandemic started. I was
Marine
like,
Corps. Yeah, I haven't shaved since I was.
Fuck that.
I remember I got out of the Marine Corps and I didn't shave for like. Oh fuck! It would have been like almost 60. No, it would have been. I don't even know. It was a fucking long time.
Long time.
And then I got on the oil field and they told me like, oh, you got to shave for a fit test. And I was like, a fit test
for your
like
mask.
for a mask, right? And I was like, well, I had this like gray beard. I was like down to here. It was like a big, nice, beautiful beard. And I was like, my boss was like, I'm really sorry to tell you this, but you have to shave for this fit test. I was like, fuck it, whatever. I shaved for the fit test, did the fit test, and like 3 days later, the entire company got closed down for everybody got laid off. He's like, that fucking sucks. You had to do a fit test, and we all lost our jobs. But everybody lost their jobs. Like he lost a job.
But you lost your beard on top of.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got a way better job like 2 days later, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But I still lost my fucking beard. But it grew back. Look at that. That was also like 10 years ago, almost.
It's all right. It's all good. We got some shit to talk about.
Happens.
It's been a fucking wild year so far, and it's only 12
It's only a couple days into it. Yeah, it's been fucking nuts.
We had the dude down in New Orleans, the little terrorist asshole. The guy.
Yeah, New Orleans. Shit was crazy. Fucking Las Vegas.
The Trump Tower dude.
Yeah.
The Green Beret did that. You got all the fires going on in fucking L.A.
Yeah, like LA is burning down to fucking nothing.
Meanwhile, we'll get into that here in a couple minutes. There's all sorts of shit.
But also have good news.
What?
Jazz History launched on January 3rd.
Yes.
And we're at 9,000. Well, let me just tell you the exact
number. Go out and check out Jacked History out on YouTube. It is fucking hilarious.
We're at 9,595 subscribers. We want to check this number up to like 1 million. So just go out and subscribe.
Just subscribe now.
Subscribe now. Watch it. It's hilarious. It's like 10 to 15 minutes of just hilarious.
What was the first one
shit.
again?
The first one was about
incest
inbreeding inside of like the royal family, which is
insane.
Absolutely real. It caused World War I, World War II. Like it's fucking bananas, and probably wars before that. And then the second one is about Greenland, Christopher Columbus, the Vikings, or technically the Norsemen.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking episode. I mean, if you have 10 to 15 minutes of time during your lunch break,
you're sitting on the
watch
toilet.
the episode. Yeah, if you're a dude and you take a long ass shit, which I'm sure every fucking dude does, sit down, watch the fucking show, like, subscribe, little notification bell on the side.
Leave a comment,
share it. All those things are really good for it, and it's legitimately hilarious, and it's fun. That's all really good stuff.
Yeah, Jack's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, it's all just good shit. It's just fun. There's no political one way or the other. It's just funny shit to watch. It's just hilarious.
I think a lot of shit that we need nowadays.
Yeah, it's just entertainment to be entertainment and not to preach in any way. It's funny.
Although he preached about fucking Christopher Columbus Day.
Well, that
being a
what do you say, like cracker ass, whatever the fuck he said. Which I love it because the white guys, the only thing we can be called is a cracker, which is hilarious, or cracker if you're not white.
Cracker.
But it's just hilarious. I think it's a great word for us because I think it's funny.
My nephew's nickname is Cracker.
You know, I saw this
from his dad.
I saw a meme or something, and it's actually hold on, I think I saw the meme right here. Let me just pull it up. I think it's right here on my phone, and it said I believe was. It's literally this first thing. It says, "Your squad crackers, my squad premium crackers." So it's just funny.
Nice. Oh, and it's like the signs in a grocery store.
The signs in a grocery store. Yeah. No, it's just funny.
Crackers.
But
crackers.
Yeah, it's just funny. So anyway,
go out and check it out, Jack.
Check out the show. It's awesome. It's on history. It's on YouTube. It's called Jacked History. JACKED HISTORY. So I hope I spelled that right.
Yeah, you spelled history.
But if I'm an idiot, then you can spell those words correctly.
It should autocorrect.
Yeah. Anyway, it's awesome. Now that it has a bunch of views, lots of subscribers, it's easy to find. Yeah. It was hard to find for the first couple weeks. Not anymore. So
it's out there.
Yep.
Go check it out. It's fun. fucking worth
badass. Yeah, it's worth. It's so much fun.
All right, we can stop jerking him off now.
Jerking me.
The problem is,
it's also my show.
It's your show,
and I like jerking off. So
you're jerking Jack off.
No, I said
Is
I
that
also
gonna be
like
one of the
jerking
episodes?
No.
Okay.
No.
I mean, I don't know what you do for pay.
Nothing. It's all just for fun, dude.
I know. All good. Fucking. All right. Let's jump into a few things here.
Let's do it.
Florida cop gets into an accident while watching porn. Have you ever watched porn while you're driving?
Wait, he's driving and watching porn? No.
We've got the video.
That's incredible. Of what he's watching?
Well, you can't see what he's watching.
Ah, man, that's the most important part. Well, just watch the video then.
All right, put your head.
Did you hear it?
Yeah. So this one's good. I shared this with Beth.
Let's just go in and guess what he's watching. Can you hear it at least?
Yeah, you'll be able to hear I don't know if you'll be able to hear the actual
the cinematic masterpiece he's watching.
Yeah, let's get in it.
The Lake County Sheriff's Office Internal Affairs investigation found that former Deputy Tristan McComber was looking at something not safe for work before this happened. In early November, while driving south on County Road 435, his body-worn camera captured the steering wheel airbag deploying. After his department-issued cruiser crashed into the back of another car.
Oh my God.
The video shows Deputy McComber
he also
tossing his
wasn't
cell
even
phone onto
buckled
the
in.
seat and then picking it up
before
he goes to check on the other driver.
Wait. So he's going to arrest somebody, or rather give them a ticket for not buckled up. But he was clearly not buckled up.
And then he just lied and said his brakes locked up.
Yeah, I'm okay.
According to the new Internal Affairs report, the deputy
I really hope
told
that person
Sergeant
files
the brakes
a
locked
complaint.
up before he rear-ended the other car, stopped for a school bus.
So the motherfucker rear-ended somebody because he was jerking off in his fucking car, and the car was stopped for a school bus.
On top of that.
Oh my fucking God. What the fuck?
Dude, it's
what
just
a fucking
the dumbest
moron.
thing ever. But I
understand if it's like a long ass drive and you're like, I really got to rub one out to fucking like.
Do you do that while you're driving?
I mean, I've never have. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's like the only way.
I've done a lot of
That's the only instance I can understand
shit.
that. Is like if you're like saying you're driving from like here to fucking California, it's a 20-hour drive or whatever. Like,
I'm bored.
Fuck, I'm really bored. It's a really long drive.
Like rest stops are for?
That's actually what rest stops are for. They're for jerking off. Or for having sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like one of the two. It's not for pooping, obviously.
No. Some of the rest stops out here don't even have that. It's just like
it's literally just like a little fucking, you pull off, jerk off, and then get back in your car.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know the points of those things.
It's a jerk off spot.
Yeah. I guess, I mean,
that's what it is.
The sign is just like
a little hand with a wiener in the middle. It's like, that's for.
It's a G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip hand.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, dude.
That's hilarious though. I have not seen that before. That's so fucking funny because what kind of like, first of all, he knows he has a fucking body camera on.
Right.
I mean, I guess maybe you forget that you have a body camera on, but like, how do you forget that? That's every single day of your life.
Yeah. I don't.
And maybe it wasn't recording. Maybe it wasn't recording because
got in the accident.
And then he got in the accident and back. Yeah. So basically, maybe actually this actually does make sense. Maybe it records everything all the time, but it's not like actively recording until like the accident, and then automatically went back, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and recorded what had happened. Maybe that's the case. I mean, that actually makes sense. Because how would the fucking guy not know he's been recorded?
Tristan McComber slamming into another vehicle, his airbag deployed. Says picking up moments later, he's outside the car picking up his phone from the floor, casually tossing it on the seat, and checking the other driver. Internal Affairs report from 2 weeks after the November crash claimed McComber initially blamed the wreck on his brakes. Of course, like he said, turns out McComber's eyes were on a XXX rated visuals.
Which is funny because at the end of the day, it technically was his brakes' fault because his brakes didn't start working.
So he got 3 policy violations. Shouldn't he get traffic citations too?
Well, I mean,
not wearing your seatbelt.
If he was a
distracted
civilian
driving,
pulled over by a police officer, he would have been given a ticket for not wearing a seatbelt,
right?
Distracted driving, like you said. Yeah. Is jerking off while driving is that a?
There's got to be maybe that's the distracted driving part.
Maybe, yeah. Definitely like running into a car while I feel like excuse me. I feel like running into a car that stopped for a school bus has to be like a higher thing. Like maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just like hitting a car anyways. But like I don't know. I feel like what if there wasn't a car there and he just ran it back with a school bus, right?
Cody or something like that. There was a cop.
Oh, Cody, yeah.
Or somebody, one of those guys.
Somebody
was the cop.
I have no idea, man. That's weird.
We can report back.
That's a weird thing. Like, I mean,
what happens?
Well, what kind of goes through your mind of like, I'm just gonna jerk off in my cop car while I'm driving down the road? Like, cops can pull over on the side of the road and do whatever they want all the time.
Actually, actively jerking off.
Well, then why are you watching porn just like for fun? You're just driving down the road watching porn?
I don't. Yeah, right.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, why watch
looking at Instagram?
It's chicks. Like a thing for it's only serves one purpose. Like
that's it.
I mean, do people just watch porn for fun? Let's just like turn it on and be like,
people watch chess for fun.
That's a good angle. That's a good angle. Oh, that's a nice angle too.
Do I watch how it's made sometimes? So
how it's made is fun to watch.
See,
it's different.
But some people are gonna be like,
I don't know. That's weird. That's just weird. I don't know. Very strange.
Cops doing cop things sometimes. I sent it to Tansy also to review. He's gonna do a whole episode.
So he should have some good expertise on it. He's probably been like, yeah, I did it all the time, or I did it all the time. He was a cop, right?
Yeah. Initially, I thought it was gonna be like on the computer.
At least it wasn't Officer Daniels, because it would be like some gay porn or something. Which is fine, but also gross.
Everybody does.
I mean, it's gross, but you want to watch it? I wouldn't want to watch it.
I'm not watching it.
Exactly, because it's gross.
I don't know, dude.
It's gay as fuck.
2 dead bodies. This one's kind of fucked up.
This is crazy.
2 dead.
So I found this story, and then I didn't get a chance to click on it because I was busy last week. So this is pretty much fresh to me, because fresher than those bodies were.
Definitely gonna be fresh than these bodies.
And so this is a real I haven't heard this yet.
JetBlue stowaways.
Which is funny, this is JetBlue, because JetBlue is already shitty as fuck airline.
No, I thought JetBlue's the good one.
No. JetBlue's the better one. I think it's the
You're thinking Frontier, Spirit. I could see this.
Well, I think Spirit, JetBlue, and Frontier are all like the shitty ones. They're all the cheap.
JetBlue was the super nice one.
No, I'm pretty sure JetBlue was the cheap as fuck one.
JetBlue's the expensive one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, JetBlue's the one that's got like the nice seats and all the shit.
Okay, I don't even ever flown JetBlue.
Yeah. So JetBlue stowaways' bodies were badly decomposed, raising possibility they were there for multiple flights. According to FAA data, approximately 80% of the people who tried to stow away in external compartments on aircraft, such as wheelbase, die. So note to self, don't stow away one of those things.
How often does this happen?
It happens frequently.
Well, they just said 80% of people who try to do this die.
Yeah.
So if they have a statistic, which means it has to happen often enough.
It happens often enough to have a statistic.
Well, to be 80%, there has to have at least 10 people doing it.
Right. So at least 10 people have done this.
And
it's been a lot more. Yeah, it's been a lot more.
That's banana. See, I thought like Arnold Schwarzenegger does it in movies, but like I didn't realize that people happen in real life.
Wasn't it Commando?
It was Commando where he jumped out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
And probably 1,000 other movies where it happens. But I mean,
the bodies of the stowaways who rode to Florida in the JetBlue airplane's landing gear compartment were reportedly decomposed when they were found by airport staff. The remains of the men were found on Monday inside the compartment after JetBlue plane landed at Fort Lauderdale International Airport. Airline worker was inspecting the landing gear when he stumbled onto the deceased stowaways. So my question is this.
So they're not inspecting the landing gear on every
Do
fucking
they
trip?
not? Exactly.
Like, why would they not, like...
Don't you want to just, like, poke your head up?
They're like, yep, nothing's missing.
There's no dead bodies in there.
No dead bodies. All the bolts are there.
Missing bolts unless it was like...
Well, I mean, if you're the fucking guy who does it all on every fucking flight, you'd know. But also, like, okay, so... What do you... Okay, at 35,000 feet, right? After they fly...
There's no oxygen. That's why
there's no oxygen. That's how they die then.
Yeah.
That wasn't a thought that they thought of. Like, I was like, hey, if we jump into this fucking, the trunk of the airplane, we're gonna have plenty of fucking oxygen to breathe. Like,
exactly.
These guys are clearly fucking morons. The world's probably better off, but.
A gate technician in landing said in the landing gear area noticed 2 males who appeared to be Signal 7.
What does that mean?
Advised that they are not moving and probably dead.
Oh, so Signal 7 was a code.
Evidently.
Oh, got you.
Landing gear area. An unidentified individual said over the police radio during the incident, Signal 7 is a police radio code used to describe a dead body. The flight departed Jamaica earlier in the day, leading to some speculation that the men who died are Jamaican.
Wait. So they were flying to leave Jamaica into the United States?
Yep.
Why the fuck would you want to do that? You were already in fucking paradise.
I don't think Jamaica's as good as it's all cracked up.
I mean, I've been there. It's pretty fucking awesome.
But you were at like a resort.
Oh no shit! Of course I was.
Yeah, you weren't like just.
I'm a white guy got off the cruise ship and like all the fucking cruise things.
Yeah, you got that white privilege.
Yeah, I wasn't like living there. Obviously, I'm not that poor.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You've been blessed.
Well, yes, obviously I've been blessed. I've been blessed.
You're American. An anonymous law enforcement source told CNN that the bodies were badly decomposed when they were found, which, if true, likely indicates that the stowaways were on board the aircraft for multiple trips.
Which is crazy because also it's super cold up that high. So
it's
they're
like
frozen.
You can't survive.
They basically freeze, and then they get like really warmed up, and then they freeze, and then they get really warmed up, and then they freeze. That's
if
fucking
you're going,
disgusting.
dude.
Or
That's
go
like,
back down to Jamaica multiple times. I don't know what that one plane goes. That one
it was
flight
30 in New York when one left. Then it went to Salt Lake City, and then it made a return flight to New York.
So it's cold,
and then
it's
down
really
to
cold,
Florida.
and then it's hot, and then it's really hot, and then it's super cold, and then it's hot. Just imagine this way. Think about it this way. Take a steak out of the fridge, put it on the counter.
For like a day.
And then for like a day. And then you throw it in the freezer. And then you pull it back out on the counter and let it sit outside. No, not even on the counter. Throw it on the front porch.
In the sun.
In the sun for a day, for 2 days. And then you throw it in the freezer. Then you put it back on the front porch for a day. Back in the freezer. Back on the porch for a day. And then just let it sit on the porch for like 3 days.
Do this to a human being.
Well, my point is put it to a steak. And then it's a piece of meat. It's fat and it's disgusting is what it is. How would nobody on the plane could smell that?
That's what I was I was literally just going to say that.
That's crazy.
I haven't really thought about I'm like thinking the meat thing. Does it start to stink? I mean, dead bodies. Well,
it would definitely stink at some point, especially during the flight, maybe not a ton because it does get super cold.
And then
so they
the
might
air's
freeze.
flowing up in
the air's flowing, especially through there. It's gonna be like, and it's obviously cut off. The department, actually, you know what? It has to be cut off compartment-wise because that's why the pressurization, and that's why it's not like 35,000. I mean, it's not. That's why the oxygen and it's not super cold in the fucking cockpit, not in the cockpit, but like in the passenger area. But yeah, okay, I guess it makes sense.
They wouldn't necessarily.
So that's fucking crazy. And now every airline,
plane ticket
JetBlue just needs to fucking have a dead person check every single trip now.
Just a cadaver dog on location.
Cadaver check on every single flight. Just be like, make sure there's no stowaways, get them off the plane. At least make sure there's no dead bodies at the very least. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Fucking wild. Fuck that.
I didn't know that was even a thing. So 80%, which is crazy, which means there's been at least 180 of them died.
Yep.
Or 10 and 8 of them died. Or whatever the math is for less than that because I'm not a math scientist.
So if it was 200, it would be then 160.
60 of them died. But if there's 4, how much is 80% of that?
Like 2.5 or 3, 3.5.
1.5?
3.5.
3.5?
3.5.
So half person lived.
Half a person.
Yeah.
Just lost his legs.
That makes sense. It's really cold.
Legs and arms, probably. Take that.
Or in his head.
Yeah.
But he's not dead, so I'm not his head. Yeah, fuck, I don't know. I have no idea.
We're digressing here. So you got, on top of all the other bullshit that's going on, you've got the LA fires, like we started talking about.
Yeah, that's bananas.
And the LA fires are fucking insane.
They are insane. It's traveled fucking like everywhere.
Yeah.
Is it at this point today? Now this is
so it's
Sunday the
12th today.
Is it all contained yet?
No.
It's still 0% contained, right?
It's not 0.
I want to say like yesterday or the day before, maybe it was Friday. I think it was 0% contained still. Like it was still 0.
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Which is bananas because so this is obviously the worst fire in California history. Is it worse yet than the Maui fire?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it's worse than the Maui fire.
Yeah.
Which, the Maui fire was the first, at least in my memory, at least I can think of. I could be completely wrong here. But the Maui fire was the first real fire that attacked a community, houses, and
it blew up over the hill and took
went
out
crazy for people's houses. There's been lots of fires in California that have killed people's houses, killed people.
Oh yeah,
destroyed houses, but they don't typically go into a city that's very well occupied.
So that's called a conflagration fire.
So this is taking out Best Buy,
house to house to build
bars and restaurants,
everything,
and
the infrastructure.
Walgreens and Walmarts. This is taking out everything,
right?
Not just random people's houses. I think I saw a number yesterday, or maybe it was this morning, from Street Gonzo, something like 12,000 houses burned down, and who knows how many buildings outside of that.
So the Santa Ana winds are supposed to strengthen today, come back up tomorrow, go up to 70 mile an hour again.
Well, right now the fire is how much % contained?
Let me see if I can find that real quick. So evacuations are in place for 105,000 LA residents, 87,000 in evacuation warning areas, just depending on which way it goes, right? So they had the Palisades fire. They expanded through Brentwood, Encinitas, Westwood, and is 11% contained. This thing started Tuesday.
Well, wasn't there 3 or 4 different fires started?
Yeah, that's obviously
we've all seen at this point probably the the evidence of some people starting fires.
I'm going to show you some video here in a minute.
Yeah, so at this point, we've seen the evidence of. I mean, maybe not. They're all. I mean, I'm assuming they all weren't arson, but clearly some of them have definitely been arson.
No.
Like who knows? Like
I think they're all arson.
You think they all are?
There was no storms.
Well, they knew the storm was coming.
No, there was no storm. It's just the Santa Ana winds.
That's what I mean.
That's not a storm. It's just.
Well, but I mean, they knew the Santa Ana winds were coming.
Yeah, and then you got that fucking mayor. They put out red flag warnings. Karen Bass.
So they were.
How do I know this fucking lady's name?
Because it's all over the news.
Karen Bass.
A couple days.
She goes to Ghana.
She was gone.
Quick vacation
in Ghana.
Yeah, she got fucking ripped by
that fuck her
reporter on the.
All those people. Her. The fuck. Oh, apparently the fire chief's been that fucking lesbian fire chief was fired.
Nope, she wasn't.
Oh, she wasn't fired. That was fake news.
Fake news.
Okay, well,
but
fake news.
She came out and was like, "Yeah, the city." She came out and said, "Yeah, the city has failed, or the leadership of the city has failed us."
She's literally a leadership in the city.
They don't even have their fucking the reservoirs filled.
Yeah, the whole city.
It's a fucking.
The whole
show.
state failed them.
Yep.
From Newsom to the probably lieutenant governor, to the fucking mayor, to the fucking fire chief.
Lieutenant governor is on leave because he's under investigation for calling in a bomb threat to courthouse.
He called a bomb threat?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ! That state is.
It's so
fucked up.
Now let's watch this real quick. I've got I think it was 16 people are dead so far. And yeah, go out and follow Street Gonzo.
Yeah, Street Gonzo on Instagram. Yeah, he's there right now with Joel.
Yeah,
and they're doing live. I mean, you can see live footage of lots of places, but we can trust Street Gonzo. We know Street Gonzo, and he's doing stuff live, fast, going live all the time.
Yeah,
posting constantly. Like he's there. He's right there in the thick of it. Watch his stuff.
So this is going to be video of people actually catching. There's no audio on this. I just want to show the videos because it's just an Instagram. But this dude just started a fire and he goes, "Oh, my bad. Better call the fire department." Right? Dude's just a drunk homeless guy starting a fire. Right?
Is that a bunch of liquor?
Yeah, he's got a bottle of Fireball and apple juice. Right? They're like, "Get the fuck out of here."
He just started that fire?
In that container, yeah. There's other more nefarious ones. This is the same one, right? Or no, this is a different one.
That's a different one.
This dude just kind of he's walking out, and he's like, "What the fuck? I just saw some dude try and light this fire," right?
Yeah, I think I didn't see that.
It's just, dude, these people are doing this all over the city.
So this is homeless people? This is just random fucking weirdos?
This is another one. These two guys in the car here are just driving around with their water.
Okay, yeah. So apparently this was actually 2014 or 17 or 18.
14?
This is a couple years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
But I did see this one. This one was a couple years ago.
Okay. And then you got this. I don't know how recent this is, so I don't want to have fake news on this, right? But there's a cop car right next to him. That car sitting there, that white door, that's a cop car. That cop drives off.
Who's the guy starting a fire? Where's the fire start at?
Black dude right there, starting to fire up against the pole.
Oh.
Let's see if I can blow it up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see it there.
Yeah.
It's right in front of a cop car, and the cop car doesn't even do anything?
No.
He leaves the fire and goes?
I don't think he either notices it. How do you not notice fire?
Well, if you're right in front of the fucking... is it for sure a cop car then?
That's a cop car.
That's crazy.
And then you got this one. This one just came out. This is some lady starting a fucking mattress on fire or some shit out in whatever.
Some beach.
This is the one. So this video here, I'm going to zoom in on it. See if it'll play while I zoom.
It looks like it'll continue playing when you resume this now. No, wait, no.
Okay. So this is the video from Cal Fire. Or UC San Diego. I don't know if it says up in the top left corner. I just can't see it. But this is the start of the Palisades fire.
That's the beginning of the Palisades fire.
And there's somebody walking around up there.
See, I did see something about probably another podcast, I imagine. Or I heard it somewhere. But there was some actor who lived there saw something. It's people aren't typically up there this time of year. But I did see a weird campfire. Or no, it was a Christmas tree burning.
Yeah.
And then moments later, fucking Palisades fire.
Yep. It just doesn't happen. And then you got this. These guys are awesome.
I think this is the one I saw where they restrain the guy, and then this is where they restrain the guy because the guy got the torch in his hand. Yep.
Yeah.
This is what I saw.
So this is what people are going to start doing. You know, you're going to start having, I don't want to call it vigilanteism.
Well, that's not vigilante. That's literally stopping a guy who's fucking.
Yeah,
that's not even vigilante.
That's like,
if that was Texas, he'd be dead.
Exactly.
Like, and as he should be. Like, he absolutely should die.
Like fucking burning people's shit down.
Yeah, he should have been shot the second. No, that guy.
He's got the fucking torch in his hand.
Yeah, that's a weapon. Fuck it, kill him.
Yep. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
You just see all of this shit happening all over the L.A.
That's fucking nuts. Dude, it's so fucking crazy.
So now it gets to the conspiracy point of it. Like, you've seen the videos and this shit of like the neighborhoods are just razed. They're gone.
Yeah, they're just decimated. Like, it looks like, like Gaza, or it looks like something. It's just like banana. It looks like a fucking third world country.
Yeah.
There is nothing there.
Right.
Like what used to be houses, and that's the craziest part about this. I mean, to me, it's sad regardless. Like, it's super, super fucking sad. People, animals, wild animal. It's fucking sad. It's super fucking sad. People's lives are completely fucking upside down.
Right.
It is just as sad as it was in like North Carolina, Florida. It's all fucking sad.
Because these are mostly.
But the craziest thing about this is like it's just everything. It's not just somebody's house. It's like the fucking grocery store. It's like the Safeways and the Walmarts and the fucking everything is gone. Like all the power poles, everything is gone. It's just so crazy to see it. Well, not firsthand, obviously, but like, but seeing it like
you
live,
might as well
like,
be.
It's like
nowadays.
This is how it looked on Tuesday, and this is how it looks today. It's like, what the fuck?
It was a normal neighborhood, and now it's
so crazy to see.
And it happened in 5 hours.
And it did happen in 5 hours. It happened so fast. It's just so crazy to see. Yeah. The thing I don't want to get it though is like, it's sad if you're rich, and it's sad if you're poor. Like, no, granted, nobody
matter. It's if that's your house.
That's my point though. Like, but you keep seeing like I keep seeing this over fucking like Instagram, like Fox or CNN or somebody will be like, such and such rich person lost their house. Like, who cares if fucking Paris Hilton lost a house? So did Joe Schmo over here that has everything in his house that he had no means of replacing the house. Right. Paris Hilton has another house. She has 10 other houses or whatever. Like, or
her last
she can
name
afford
is Hilton.
to stay at a hotel for the next 2 years while she builds her dream house. Like, so why are they even like breaking those news of like such and such famous person lost her house? Who knows? That doesn't matter. I don't get it. And now it is just as sad for them to lose their house because like,
I think it's more that
in your house, like Mel Gibson lost his house,
spotlight on them,
but like,
and they have a bigger voice, so to speak, because more people follow.
So
them.
Fox News is gonna get clicked because of it, I guess. That actually makes sense. But if Fox News wants clicks, but like,
I watched the Mel Gibson interview, right?
Yeah.
And it was pretty good. He was on Fox. I don't remember who was interviewing him.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But he talked about like, he's like, oh, my son got a couple things out of it, and then it was gone.
And it was gone. And he's like, and he even acknowledged, he goes, I can do other things, but
it's just annoying to me, I guess, that like these famous people are the ones getting like, oh, this rich person lost their house. Now that rich person lost it. Now, granted, I've already said it.
Yeah,
it's just fucking stupid. I just can't believe it. Like, talk about like the regular guy who lost their house, the regular
and they are. You see that all over the internet now, like all over social medias. But one of the things that I think you're gonna see is an Adam Carolla. If you haven't, go out to Adam Carolla's page and he fucking
Instagram?
lights on his Instagram.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love it.
He lights everybody up. No pun intended, I guess. But about wait until they have to pull permits and they're trying to build these big ass houses on Malibu, right on the water.
Well, these houses have been built for a long time for the most part. And all of a sudden now they're gonna be told like, oh, you can't build a house there.
Or you're gonna have to do this, extra, and then he goes, and they're not even gonna drop a load of lumber for 3 years.
Well, think about it. They have to replace 12 million or 12,000.
And these are the rich
houses now.
These are the ultra wealthy that lost their $20 million house. Right? Now you've got all the people in Pasadena or
we're using insurance money, and that's it.
Whatever. Pacific Palisades or whatever.
Pasadena, Pacific Palisades, all those areas.
Those areas that burn Malibu, there are just normal people that live in those areas.
Yeah.
They're not, what I mean?
Granted, they're all $1 million houses, but that's just because of California.
It could have also been generationally given to them.
Exactly.
Like they had grandma built it back when, whatever.
Yeah, back when
60 years ago, and then mom got it or dad got it, and then they moved in, and then you moved in after your parents gave it to you. You know what I mean?
100%.
You can't rebuild that unless you have insurance. So the whole thing about the insurance piece, everybody's talking about, right, is that they dropped my fire coverage. They non-renewed those people. They just said your policy has been non-renewed. And
what does that mean?
Like
they weren't paying their bill?
they canceled the policy because the fire risk was too high in those locations.
How is that legal?
Because you can, like, at a renewal, insurance companies have the right to non-renew based on certain
That seems like the
reasons.
devil.
But it's based on certain reasons.
Well, why would you have insurance if they're not going to cover a fire?
No. So what they did is they canceled them like 4 months ago before this fire. Right.
Well, so before the fire, which is what's the devil. Like, that's evil.
Well, they didn't know the fire was coming.
You literally just said this. They canceled it's a highly risky area for fires.
So what they do is they say you need to be able to defend the home. Our company doesn't non-renew for that. We work with them to say, all right, clear brush as much as you can, make your home defensible, put these sorts of things, like your eaves have to have covers, and you have to have like grates up over your attic vents and things like that to prevent embers from intruding. A fire like this, that isn't going to do anything. Trust me.
Yeah.
Because it's just the heat from that next door neighbor house is just going to burn.
So was it
your house.
one company?
It was
They
several
canceled all
companies,
those
but like the
insurances?
State Farm is getting this brunt of it, right?
Well, hopefully they all get fucking sued for billions and billions of dollars.
This is the thing, though. They have been trying to go to the state to say, you guys need to improve the environment because I can't go back there into the wash and start clear cutting trees. I'm not legally allowed to.
Well, yeah, of course.
Right? That's the problem in California. They don't do land management.
So basically, the insurance company wants to blame the state, but at the end of the day,
the insurance company has been blaming the state.
Well, but the insurance company still cancel all these people's insurance.
Yeah. And then,
them asking to.
The other side of it is there's a thing called the California Fair Plan. And that is like the insurance of last resort through the state of California.
Mm-hmm.
Like Florida has something like that where you're in a real high risk, like hurricane location. And you do the same thing where it's just, you're in fucking on the beach in Tampa.
Yeah.
Like the chances of your house going away
is a lot. They're high.
You're as high as it gets, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The same thing in some of those areas where it's called the wildland urban interface, where you live right up against the mountain.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no fire. There's nothing you can really do if a wildfire comes down that mountain.
Except have insurance to cover your house in case.
But that you're guaranteeing insurance. So how much should you pay?
I mean, if it's not a guaranteed fire, so you shouldn't have to pay a ton, but you have to pay something.
Why? The risk is there. So
the risk is there for anything.
So that's the balance.
The risk is there when you're driving
if you
a car.
Have a $1 million house, how much do I charge you a year? $50,000? That seems unreasonable for me or you, but it's $1 million house that chances are, law of averages, that house is going to burn down.
So it's best just to cancel a form without even like.
That's up to the insurance company. Because the insurance company needs to make
hopefully
money.
all the insurance companies who did that get sued for billions and billions.
Well, they put a moratorium. They won't get sued for anything, but they put a moratorium. The state can come in, and the state has put moratorium, meaning they can't cancel policies for like the next year.
Well, they already did, so the people already lost their house.
I think they're trying to go back and say, in hindsight, they're going to retroactively require these companies to insure them, which means those people are going to have to pay their premiums.
That's fine. Pay the premium.
Right. So I don't know.
You pay for insurance for a reason to pay for insurance.
But I can see both sides.
I mean, if I had it in my house and it burned down, I'd be like, oh, sorry, by the way, we also canceled your fire insurance a week ago. Like, motherfucker, why do I pay for insurance if you're not going to cover the things that I have insured?
I understand where it comes from.
It's completely fucking backwards for insurance.
But it's not. Because it's based on you have combined ratios that go in there, loss ratios that go in there that say statistically you're in a higher risk and we can't get enough rates.
And that's why you pay
the
insurance.
State doesn't allow us to raise rate or allow the insurance industry to raise rates appropriate to the risk.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
It does. Because otherwise your company goes insolvent.
And how much money do insurance companies make every year?
I don't know about State Farm. A lot.
Billions.
Billions. Yeah.
Billions.
But they probably pay out billions.
Well, that's fine. That's what they're there for.
They're there to make money, buddy.
They're there to make money. Obviously, the publicly traded companies are there to make money.
Right.
And if your whole position, if your whole business is like taking care of people who are fucked up, who get fucked up, then maybe your profit side should be down a little bit because you still make. If you make 10 billion or you make 1 billion, if your profits are in the billions,
there's a difference between like my company and other companies.
Yes.
Right. The difference is we are a reciprocal insurance company. We insure each other, right? That's why it's member based and those types of things, right? Versus another type of company like a State Farm, an Allstate, Hartford or something like that, right? They are there to make money. Period. End of the day.
Yeah, it's just fucked up.
It's fucked up. I'm not saying it's right. And I've been in the industry for 22 years.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I'm just telling you what it is.
I've always said it, and I've always thought this way. Insurance is a fucking scam because you pay X amount of money per month forever, and if you're somebody who like never gets in an accident, never uses a car insurance, then you should at least get like a fucking like yearly fucking reimbursement. Like, hey, you didn't use your insurance.
If you go through our company, you do.
Well, then, but I mean, everyone doesn't.
No, exactly.
Like, it's just fucked up.
Because
I don't know.
They make money. That's the goal.
Fucked up.
There's no dividends with those
companies. What if a 90-year-old person dies and they've never once used their homeowner's insurance or their car insurance? And they've wasted $1 million in their lifetime.
It's the law of averages. Chances are they
die at 90 years old and never use their insurance. It's completely wasted because they didn't use their insurance ever.
It seems like that until
explain to me how it's not
because it's
if they died at their 90 years old.
If it's an intangible thing, which means you can't touch it. It's like getting life insurance.
They touch it by pulling out of their bank account and giving it to somebody for nothing.
No, you can't touch it. It's something. An intangible is an asset that you can't touch. In that sense, is if Grandpa at 88 years old wrecked his car, his insurance is going to
sure. No, in that case,
even though he hadn't had an accident for.
But one point is 88 years old, he dies.
Yeah,
it doesn't get an accident. He just dies in his bed, sleeping at night in a peaceful way.
It's part of.
So for 88, so say he started driving when he was 18.
So it's also state
law. So for 70 years, he paid insurance plus his homeowner's insurance. He's owned his house for 70 years. So he paid homeowner's insurance.
But you don't have to have insurance.
Well, yeah,
unless
obviously
you're under a mortgage. If you're under a mortgage, you have.
But then you have a fire and you lose your house. So you have to have insurance.
But it wouldn't be a waste then. You could self-insure. You put that money aside that you'd be paying for insurance. You put it in a savings account.
Yes, but you do pay insurance, and you pay it for a very long time.
You're paying that,
and then you die, and it's completely wasted.
In the event that something happens.
So are you able to like pass that insurance money that you paid for all those years on to your kid?
No.
Why not?
Because they've got to pay their own insurance because they're a different risk.
That's crazy.
Everybody's a different risk.
Insurance is a fucking fraud and a scam. I don't care what your
it's not.
company does.
Life insurance.
Life insurance is awesome. I've had to use that once before. So, but that's also because everybody dies, and you know you're going to use it at some point.
Statistically, you're probably going to get in an accident.
Statistically, you're definitely going to die.
Statistically, you're definitely unless.
So life insurance is definitely
worth it. What if we do like the Walt Disney and we freeze our heads? Is that technically death?
Yes, because your head's
what
off
if they
of your
put
body.
me into? They took my, whatever it's called, put me in the computer.
Oh, like your being or whatever you call it, your soul. I guess I don't know. I don't know.
That's next
another.
gen.
Yeah, that's next week's.
That's next week's episode. So lesson is in
anyway. The point of this fact is the insurance is a scam.
No, it's not. Let's watch a quick video on some crocodiles because this is fucking weird. All right. So
crocodiles.
Out of all the fucking things that could be happening in the world, now you've got crocodiles that are starting to trick human beings. Crocodiles.
This person. Okay. Do not jump in to save this person.
Trust me here, there's a reason none of these people are jumping in to save that person, because if they were to do so, they would not survive. This TikTok that I got tagged in went extremely viral. We can see a couple hands out here in the water flailing around, and the camera pans over and we can see a bunch of people smiling and laughing. Now the reason that nobody's jumping in here is because these are not actually human hands, these belong to a crocodile. And this has some pretty terrifying implications because some types of crocodiles, like saltwater crocodiles for example, actually do view humans as prey. And some crocodiles have been shown to actually lure prey, like birds, by placing sticks on their head. The birds come down to try to land on it or take the sticks, and they'll pounce. So what a lot of people think is going on here is that this crocodile is pretending to be a human that needs help, so when people jump in, they get eaten.
What the
In my opinion, I don't think that crocodiles go after humans often enough to develop something like this, but let me know what you guys think. Either way, I think this is pretty freaky because when I first watched this, I was also wondering why nobody was jumping in to save this person.
Right? Yeah, that's right.
That fucking wild
dude. That is crazy. That actually hand looks like a human hand. I didn't realize their hands looked like that.
I didn't either. I thought they were going to be like more webbed.
Yeah, more
things.
I
thought I was.
Well, I guess that's from a distance with a cell phone too. So it's like it's
still
a little
fucking weird.
But 100% looks like a person for sure. Like that's crazy. I've not seen it before.
That's being the first person that stumbled on that, being like, "Oh shit, Bobby!"
Oh my god, a person out there, and then they're all just waiting for like this dumb fucking idiot. This
dumb dude just goes out swimming out. I got you.
Cock food. God damn.
So just be aware. There are things out in the world that is trying to kill you that are alive outside of fires and everything else.
Well, you know what's the crazy thing about saltwater crocs too?
Right.
If you're a saltwater crocodile, you're in the saltwater, which also means you're probably in an area of fucking sharks. So if you're in that area, you're fucked regardless. Like there's so much shit out there that wants to kill you. There's
probably some anacondas out there, some bull sharks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Bull sharks, great whites, fucking
whatever.
Saltwater crocodiles,
fucking crocodiles.
All kinds of crazy shit.
I watched Crocodile Dundee, so I'm an expert.
Yeah, of course.
You just don't get near the edge of the water.
Well, you're basically a crocodile scientist.
Yeah, at that point.
Yeah.
So you gotta. That's not a knife. This is you need one of those
big old knives. Yeah,
That's all I need.
That's
and then
crazy.
I can make a hat.
Well, yeah, and then you can adopt
some boots.
Australian accent.
Right. So what are you gonna be cooking this week?
So this week I'm gonna do we're gonna do a beer cheese soup in a sourdough bowl. That's gonna be good. And then I'm gonna make some and then we're gonna make some banana bread.
Nice.
And then I'll do a banana bread French toast. And then later on in the week I'm gonna do
banana bread
meatloaf.
French toast.
Yeah.
I've never thought of that.
Me neither, but it sounds so fucking good.
You're gonna try it?
Yeah.
You're gonna do it? Fuck yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a buttermilk caramel sauce.
What it did was the hot chocolate
French toast.
Dude,
and I've done a regular French toast. It was French toast is good. I like French toast, obviously. So if you have bread of any kind, make it a French toast. Make it a French toast. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
I can't wait.
Dude. So
it's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna do it tonight. So
amazing. And then we're planning a quick trip around Austin to look at some Michelin.
Yes.
Michelin rated.
Michelin. So Michelin just went to. We talked about this on a previous episode. Michelin just went to Austin and rated 4 restaurants, all Michelin stars. Now, granted, there may have been more restaurants issued Michelin stars, but there's 4 barbecue restaurants issued.
So we're gonna hit up 3
Michelin stars. So we're gonna hit up 3 of them in a couple weekends ago, something like that. I went to one a couple days ago.
Yeah, how was that?
It was like $35 for the food. It was fantastic.
Like a big ass.
Why? No, it's barbecue. It's not a ton of food, but it was good. I mean, it was perfect enough for me.
Like a lot for me, yeah.
It was perfect amount. It was like maybe quarter pound of one thing, quarter pound of another. So it was probably half pound of meat. So it was good food.
Yeah.
Well, they give it to you on this big, huge tray, so it doesn't look like a lot.
Yeah, those lunch lady trays.
It's fantastic. It was so fucking good. It was really good. All different types of barbecue sauce, like spicy vinegar stuff. It was fantastic.
Do you guys have any recommendations for barbecue joints in Austin you want us to hit up and try out?
Please do.
You're interested?
We're gonna do 3 Michelin ones, and then if you have any other cool options, like we've been to Blacks lots of times because we live down here. But any ideas, put them in the comments. We'll try them out.
We'll hit
because we're gonna do like a brisket like check. We're gonna check all the briskets for each one. Brisket's my favorite. What's your favorite barbecue?
Oh, brisket.
Yeah, brisket, right? I think it's a South Texas thing. Like, brisket's like the
with
best.
Barbecue sauce and a piece of white bread.
Growing up, it was definitely a pulled pork is my absolute go-to, or like a ribs, like a pork ribs.
Yeah.
But being down here for as long as I have now, brisket is where it's at. It's so fucking good.
Dude.
I mean, brisket's just done right.
Because I suck at, like, I've made some briskets. I don't say I suck, but they don't come out like that for some reason.
Never. I consider myself a good cook.
I can do ribs really well. I can do chicken really well. Smoke all that.
I can do lots of good things.
It's just,
I've never done brisket correctly. And every single time I do it, I'm like, I'm fucking crossing my fingers. I'm like, please come out right. Please come out right. And I have a temperature thing in there. I'm smoking it low and slow for fucking forever, it seems like. I wrap it, put it back in the thing, let it smoke to 205, put it into a cooler, and I let it rest for an hour. And I'm like, this is going to be perfect. I pull it out and it fucking sucks. I don't know why. My dad was he had a barbecue restaurant forever.
He's done some of these too. And
my
built his own
always
and all that.
fucking suck. I don't know. My briskets always suck. So.
I don't understand it.
I've yet to try it and make a good one. I'm always embarrassed. I don't even want to.
You don't even want to share it.
I don't invite anybody over for brisket because I don't know what's going to be good yet. Like,
that's why you have to smoke something else make a bunch of ribs.
That's the thing is
in addition to this and be like,
I can do like pulled pork because you can put a pork butt in the smoker and just let it go for fucking like 16 hours.
And it just
it's always be good.
Yeah, it's always going to be good.
But brisket is so particular and so specific.
Shit.
I always fuck it up too, and it's embarrassing, but I just fuck it up every time.
You waste $50 or $60.
Yeah, because like briskets aren't cheap. Like, no. They're expensive pieces of meat, and there's a lot of meat. It's like you get a 20-pound brisket.
Right.
It's $50, $60, and it's.
God damn it.
That's right.
Well, just leave some comments. Give us some ideas.
But I got a smoker. We'll have to do a brisket this summer.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about it on the show.
I got 2 different smokers down there. We got Pit Barrel and
and a Traeger,
So we'll check that out. Go out, like, subscribe to the Baldy and the Big Guy show. Also go out, hit iTunes and Spotify. Leave us some reviews out there if you don't mind. Check out Peter's channel.
Also, yeah, check out the Motherforking Foodie on YouTube, and check out Peter_McGuire1 on Instagram to watch all my cooking.
And
stuff.
his links are going to be in the comments and descriptions and stuff below. So go out, do that. We appreciate y'all. We'll catch you next time. Cheers, y'all.
Bye.